guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am doing unboxing and a review and a recipe with my new HYsapientia air fry oven. This is an absolute beauty. If you've been following my channel, you know I've got one of the smaller air fryers which I had for ages. It was a plastic one, it's only like about 10 liters, and finally I think the door started to fall off, so it was kind of a time to replace it. And if you watched my last videos, it is no better time to do this than to do this now. The beauty of this one, guys, it's got 10 preset functions and it can do dehydrating as well. I appreciate it's, you know, when we buy stuff for dehydrating, we're not always able to buy like kilos and kilos of stuff to dehydrate. So we normally pick up a couple of bits on the sale. So this is kind of perfect to be able to just do a little bit there and then when you pick them up and dehydrate it in the oven. So this one here, if I just turn this around there, so we have 10 preset settings. So we're able to do French fries, we can do pizza, we've got barbecue, we've got a broil, we have a grill function, we can do toast, we can bake, we can cook steak, we can dehydrate, and we can do a rotisserie. This was my absolute dream. I love chicken. I like roast chicken, and I love rotisserie chicken from like you can buy in the shops. However, they are quite pricey. So to be able to do your own rotisserie chicken at home, I think it's just amazing. It's just big enough to do a medium-sized chicken, which is absolutely perfect. So anyway, this one's got, it's 1800 watts of power, which is half of a normal oven, which is absolutely brilliant. Things not just cook half the time, but it actually costs you half the electricity as well. It's a 24-litre oven and it ranges temperatures between 60 to 230 degrees Celsius, which is brilliant. So for my dehydrating, when I do dehydrating, I normally do things between 60 and 70, so this is just a spot on anyway. And this beauty is made of stainless steel, as I mentioned. So basically, as I said to you before, normally those ovens, if you're able to get them, they are genuinely plastic, which I never really understand because they get really, really hot, and something that you use pretty much every day, and you want it to be robust, and you want it to be good quality, and this one just fits the bill. So let me get this out of the box and we'll have a look. So guys, I've got this lady out of the box and look at that. I am very, very impressed. It looks a little bit retro, I think. Anyway, I just love it. I love metal, I love stainless steel. As you can see, my kitchen is grey, so I love kind of grey and silvery tones, so that will just fit into my kitchen perfectly. So this is what basically the stuff was in the box, which was really, really packaged, by the way, so those guys know how to package it. It took me a little while to get this out, but it's arrived nice and safely anyway. So here we are. So we have a user manual. It's really thin, but to be fair, guys, those things are really self-explanatory because you've got preset settings, as I said, so it kind of takes the guesswork out of your timing. It depends what you're cooking. So you do have your basics there to tell you where things go. So, and explains obviously the buttons and everything else. Okay, you have here a little thank you and basically a warranty card. The oven comes with a 1-year warranty, but if you register it online, you get another year extra free. So that means basically you have 2 years warranty. So I think it's amazing nowadays for a small appliance like this to have a 2 years warranty. You have yourself a nice recipe book. There is a loads of recipes, guys. And you've got pictures as well. And do you know what? I absolutely love to see the recipe books with pictures. It's nothing worse when you buy something and it gives you recipes, but you can't visualize the recipe. I just love to see what it is I'm cooking because, you know, they say we eat with our eyes, and I kind of want, and I look in this chicken, I want to eat that. But yes, you eat with your eyes, and I think it's just absolutely brilliant to be able to have so many recipes to so you can start your adventure with the air fryers, okay? And then you have a leaflet here, basically tells you about the internal size of the oven, and it tells you the accessories that comes with on this size, the complementary accessories, which I'll go through in a second, and also tells you the accessories that you can buy. So it basically is a big leaflet there. You can buy like a rotisserie part, you can buy a chipper, so you can put chips in there, rotate, which sounds like a good idea too. Right, so this is the paperwork out of the way. So we have a little oven glove, which I think is brilliant. Sorry, not meant to be a child. Anyway, the best thing, right, is the rotisserie part. This is something I'm really, really looking forward to. It's basically like rotisserie things you get on your barbecues if you have one. It's basically little spikes that you shove in your meat or chicken, whatever you're cooking. And then you've got a little bar in the middle, so you thread that through. And then you have your little fat track to then be able to lift the chicken or the meat out of the oven without basically burning yourselves. So I'm just so excited. This is like one of the selling points of this oven. I think if you like chicken, if you like sort of meat and rotisserie part, I think this is the oven is for you. Okay, we have a little crisper rack. So again, you can put anything you want in there. You can put your chips in there, whatever it is that you're cooking. You get obviously airflow from top and bottom, so it will speed up the cooking process. We have a normal shelf. So again, if you've got something in the tray, you can put that on the top, so that's cool. Ooh, get my kitchen in the process. And we have basically the drip tray. So I've got bad ideas for this because I know when the juices are dripping from the chicken, I certainly don't want them to just go to waste. So that means I can use that to cook some potatoes underneath my chicken or the meat. So it's a win-win situation. And I must say, guys, some of the trays, you get some ovens, some of the trays are really thin, like whether drip trays or oven trays, and they normally warp when you put them on the bottom as soon as the heat hits them. But this is like really solid. This is a proper, nice, solid thing, so that's not going anywhere. So really happy with that. So, my little retro oven. So you open it up. However, that looks pretty spacious. And guys, as I said, this one is a 24-litre oven. Sometimes when you look at the litres and it's really difficult to imagine sort of, well, how much is this? My viewer is a cook. I'm looking at my tray and I think, can I fit the tray in the oven? And the little oven I had, it was literally, I had to buy some like a half a tray specifically for something, just so I can just fit this in my little oven. And I wasn't able really to get anything more than just one kind of tray at the time. But here you can see that we can easily put in couple of things, and we have enough space really to be able to cook enough for a small family. So anyway, so we've got here, guys, also a little tray for crumbs, so basically a crumb tray. So our little tray can go at the bottom, and then we either put the shelf in or the rotisserie, whatever we're cooking. So I'm very impressed. I love it. The cable, again, for somebody who might be interested, we have probably approximately a meter, which is enough really to be able to put it where you want it to. I normally like to have my appliances like in the corners, probably like a majority of us really do, just sort of put it somewhere, plug it in, and yeah, just take a centerpiece. And I think I just love it. I just think it's just cool because of the color, because of stainless steel, and it kind of goes with the kitchen. I like grey tones, as you can see anyway, so that will fit in my kitchen nicely. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give a wipe of the trays and everything else, give it all sort of nice clean up, and let's get cooking. So guys, before I start cooking, I'll just take you through the controls. It's very simple. We press the power button, we have a display, and then we have our options, preset options down here. We use this little knoblet to control. So for example, we have obviously the toast, the baking, the grilling, and you basically go through. At any point, for example, if I come back to the toast, so you have buttons here to adjust the time. So we press time here and it goes for 5 minutes. You can control the bit there. If you want to control the temperature, you press the temperature button and you control the temperature here. And then you have on and off light for the inside, which is very perfect really. So if you want to see what's happening, it does save you energy if the light is not on. And then guys, you have the fan here, which just controls the fan speed, but this is only based if you're using a baking thing. So you can press this and it creates for a very basically slow blow or a very fast one. So here we are, guys. So yeah, very straightforward, very easy, very intuitive. So let's start cooking. So guys, let's now cook. I am doing today a very quick chicken crown. It's encrusted with like a lemon and herb crust that I had. If you're watching the channel, I bought this before, like in Turkey. It's basically a lemon zest and just mixture of Italian herbs and spices. I'm also doing, rather than doing like a roast potatoes as per se, I've got a bunch of little new potatoes. I've got a couple of stuffing bowls. Unfortunately, they're the cheap ones. They have been frozen. And I've got some onion and I've got some garlic. I've got salt and pepper and I have a lemon. So the first thing I normally do, okay, this is how I do pretty much a roast dinner. If I do this on a full-blown scale, but it's the middle of the week, so we're doing things a little bit easier. I just basically take a tray and I put a little bit of butter and wrap this around a bit on the bottom. Okay, it's, you know, chicken creates plenty of liquid and stuff anyway, but I just like to add this into just for a little bit extra flavor when you get the juices going. I've got some onions, they're little ones. I'm gonna put them on the bottom. I like to rest my chicken on a bed of onions or apples, whatever we have. I've got 4 cloves of garlic, okay. I've got the chicken that sat under the spices for a little bit, so I'm gonna rest it right on the top. Okay, I'm gonna put a tad bit of salt and pepper, which I haven't done so far. We want the top be really, really crispy, okay. This is mixture of salt and pepper. I always have to hand because I add on salt and pepper a lot, as you do, and there's more pepper than salt, so here we go. Right, I'm gonna put our little new potatoes around. And to be fair, because they're little, I don't need to cut them, and I want the stuff to cook at the same time because, well, life is busy, so here we go. I've got our little stuffing bowls that go around. All right. And now lemon. I've got lemon, I've got to just sprinkle the juice on top. I love lemon and garlic chicken, it's really, really good. Okay, put this on top. And I am going to put this lemon back in here. So any juices that are going to come out while it's roasting, it will just help to cook those potatoes as well. Okay, I'll just get this out of the way. And the easy thing now, guys, sorry, I've got a little bit of the garlic spray as well. It's a garlic oil spray, just a little bit on the potatoes. But the air fryers, generally, you don't really have to, but it's really got a nice taste to it. You can pick them up in Lidl for £1.25, I think, at the moment. So, off it goes. Open it up. I'm putting it... I'm using my own tray on the bottom of the tray because... as I mentioned before, I have this like OCD things. I like things extra clean, extra tidy. So this is how I like it. So anyway, off it goes now. And we are using a preset rotisserie. It's set at 45 minutes at 180 degrees, which should be able to cook the chicken and the cooked potatoes without overcooking them too much at the same time. And we press start button and fingers crossed it comes out nice and crispy. Anytime you want to check it out, of course, guys, you put the light on if you want to see what you're doing. But it's a brilliant, brilliant tip to save energy, really. I think now many ovens probably do have this, I would assume, just to keep an eye on it and turn it off and you save power. Anyway, so I guess I'll see you in 45 minutes. So guys, the time has passed and our dinner is ready. Here we go. Look at that. Nice little chicken and the potatoes, everything cooked perfectly. You can see the chicken is cooked through and it looks absolutely yummy. I'm really, really impressed, to be fair. 45 minutes. If you roast the chicken in the oven, normally, if you guys know, you've got to do like multi-lay. If you do this in the big oven, you've got the potato, you've got the chicken, and it just takes a while. But 45 minutes, I think it's absolutely spot on. So all I have to do now is just boil some vegetables and we're going to enjoy our lovely little dinner. So thank you very much, new oven. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.